This is good because I'm glad we're all guys here because we're all gonna have the same reaction.
Yeah. What are you talking about? It's a sausage fest, okay?
I bet you I'm gonna blow your mind.
Okay, I hope you do. I hope you do.
is a different year for me.
Jitsukawa.
I hope you do because this will be interesting. All right, so a woman suddenly loses her fiance to pneumonia.
Ooh.
Oh. Guy,
Good.
Yeah, he succumbs to it, he dies. And
good for her. Now she's single.
Yeah.
Oh, my single ladies. Oh, my single ladies. Oh, my single ladies. Oh, my single ladies.
She's probably a high school sweetheart. She's been wanting to fucking throw her vagina all kinds of dudes, but she couldn't, and now's her chance.
He's been holding her back.
Do you think that's true about all high school sweethearts?
Yep.
Like their ladies?
I can.
All of them?
Oh.
All of them.
100%.
She's wondering what the other dicks feel like.
Yep. And she's looking at every guy.
If she doesn't know what another penis feels like,
Yep.
oh my gosh, she's always gonna, for the rest of her life, think about what.
But it only affects women the closer they live to the Rose Bowl, so I think it's fine.
Yes, we're very good.
There's something about the Rose Parade and the Rose Bowl.
It's because of the petal, the flowering, and the blossoming of your virginity.
Like, what's the square mile radius like to the Rose Bowl? Would you
600, I think.
Yeah.
600 miles?
600 square miles.
Yeah.
I'm about like 5.
Ooh,
That's intense, bro.
You're in
Get
single
the fuck
digit zone?
out.
That's like super
Get
red.
out.
Code red.
You need to move to Phoenix.
I didn't realize we were talking about you.
So imagine this: the woman loses her fiance, and right before he died, they were in the process of doing in vitro fertilization. They were planning on it. So he had his sperm frozen, right? They were planning on it. But now that he's dead, she can't have the kid because he forgot to sign the consent form.
Guys are the worst. Can I just say that?
Oh my God. That's.
Who's with
I'm
me?
sorry, I shouldn't say forgot.
Nobody.
It just never came up. The consent form.
Nah, he's just a dude. Dudes are fucking dumb.
It never came up?
Is it just gonna be frozen forever?
Yeah.
Dude, when we're
No, they already tossed it.
dude, when me and Nikki are in escrow, she's like, "Hey, did you sign that shit?" I'm like, "Yeah."
He just died. He died so suddenly.
And then, yeah, what the fuck are you talking about? Of course I did. I was
died
like, I
too
signed a
suddenly,
bunch of shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she checks my email and she's like, "There it is, you stupid fuck." And I'm like, I could have sworn I signed that too. That's just
what?
guys, bro.
I feel like even the smartest motherfucker on earth does the same shit.
Hell yeah.
Like, I feel like you could even have, like, the guy that you think will never make any mistakes will do the same shit.
The
Why do you think
smartest
that is?
guy in the world, all you have to do is talk to their girl to find out how dumb they really are. No matter what.
And how much she hates him.
They think it might be the fault of the company because they didn't bring him the form while he was still alive.
So it's their fault.
This might be a good thing for her, though.
Why?
Well, because, like, again, this
She
is
could get
just
a lot of
I don't
dick?
know, unpopular opinion.
Good lord.
But imagine, right? It's like she has his child. That child, for sure, has to live knowing that his deceased father, and then that child's also gonna remind her. Also, it could be a lot of happiness, but technically, she could also move on, have a child with a totally other different person who doesn't have a dead father. You know what I mean? And not be reminded.
Is this you?
I see your logic.
Is this you being typically Anthony? Where like, is Pat Tillman really a war hero though?
You said that?
I did not fucking say that.
I go, you said that? It's kind of fucked up, Anthony. Kind of fucked up.
True, man, because she's guaranteeing a fatherless child.
And the memory of that, you know what I mean? Versus like the possibility of moving on.
Yeah.
And then just like, you know, new man, new love, new child that has a father there. Like there could be.
What you saying? Single women can't do a good job raising a child?
No, I'm saying that there's a.
By the way, for the record, the Careful Boys, we think single women do just fine.
Yep. I agree.
I was raised by a single woman. And I terrorized her life.
I wish my mom was single. Cause
She would have been happier. Yeah.
she deserves.
What would you do?
I'm just saying this is like an act of God, right? This is like
Yeah, okay.
do machina or whatever the fuck.
What would you do if that was you and the consent form left unsigned and you could come back as a ghost to either do either one or the other? Would you sign it with your ghost hand or just leave it as is?
It'd be hard to say because if I came back and I was about to sign, I was like, yeah, she's about to have my child, and I look at her and she's still like mourning me. I don't know. There might be this emotional like, dude, like maybe you need to move on. If you're a true dude, you would come back as a ghost, and then you're like, fuck, I left my pen back over there.
Or you're like, what did I come back here to do? I don't fucking remember. I'm gonna go play Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Remember?
I think I would want her to have my child because that's the only way I could implant myself into a human again.
Wait, is this your quest to Is this
To be
from
back in her life.
is this from the
Quest.
brain of a ghost
Yeah.
or?
It's part of like a Tell the Hunt thing.
Got it. Okay.
the hunt thing.
That's his.
Obviously, she wanted, so it'd be like I would fully support that. But because
Yeah.
now she can't have it, it's like maybe there's a silver lining. Is all I'm saying. I'm not saying one's better than the other.
So here's the thing. The reason they were doing in vitro fertilization to begin with
Okay.
is because while he was sick, he was going to be going through some treatment for, I think, cancer. And they froze his sperm because out of fear that he might be sterile through the treatments. So it was like for, hey,
He's going through
Precautionary. I would want to spread my seeds.
so they were already gonna do it.
What's up, dude? Like,
But by law, even though it's completely documented that they had planned to do this, if the name isn't in that blank, they just can't.
who uses signatures anymore?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Unfortunately, I still had to. Yeah, while I was in escrow. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Really sad. Pretty shitty situation. Yeah.
But there is a silver lining, like what Anthony said.
But you know what? Have you ever been thrown a contract back at you, and then you're like, "That's not my signature."
No, Joe, I have not done that.
See?
What?
I think I should try that.
That happened to you?
No, I mean like,
Just see what
what? I want to see what happens when you deny
Play it
a
out.
signature that you signed.
Oh, and you're like, that's a forgery.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna be like, "Let me see your signature," and you just do a different signature? See, judge, it's a
They're gonna
different
get the freaking
fucking
constant.
signature.
I think if it goes all the way to the judge, it's for sure gonna be caught.
Please don't send this video to Joe's future landlord. He's trying to get a house right now. Please don't send this video to them. He's kidding.
Yeah, well, when the contract comes back, I just might try it and say, "Whose is this? I've been frauded."
I want to see what happens next when you do that.
I'll be like, "That's not mine."
And then he loses his house opportunity. He's like, oh, okay, I believe you.
Sir, this is your IP address. That's not my IP address.
What if he just goes, all right, sign your signature right next to this one, and we'll see if it looks the same. Or you're just gonna fuck your own thing up.
I'm gonna change it. Yeah,
But then you're not gonna get the house.
yeah, but at least I know the process of a fraudery.
Oh, a flodgery. You couldn't just ask him?
So that's how you know he was kidding, landlord. Don't even worry
gonna happen
about
if
it.
I
He
say
said
it's not
fraudery.
Hey, level with me, sir.
Don't you guys never question yourself and said like, "Is this a binding contract?" Because how would they know it's my signature?
Did you ever forge your mom's signature for like your
I did,
grades?
yeah.
All the time.
And my teacher knew,
that a lot,
and
yeah.
I swear to God she was wrong. And I think she didn't believe in God. And so then she was like, okay, I don't believe you.
She didn't, yeah. That's a big.
Should have examined the situation better.
You should have known
so
if she
many
believed in
notes.
God.
So then what happens then? Because they know it's not your mom, but I think a lot of time they're just too fucking lazy to verify, so they just go, fuck it.
You know what though?
I feel like the same thing would happen here.
I fraud myself. So I have two sets of signatures. For the big purchases and the legal documents and the things that will bind me, I have a separate one. And then when I go to the grocery store, where I go when they tell me to sign for the fucking like
Eat at a restaurant or whatever.
yeah restaurant, yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
I
I have a
have
different
that
one
too.
because I don't want some fucker
sure.
looking at my signature and going, oh, that's easy, right? And then they'll forge my shit.
Okay.
But then I should have did the other way around. But then the simple, the usual purchases one, I have such a complex signature, it eventually just became the same one.
But the high security, like I'm buying assets one is simplistic.
And which one do you do? Which one do you do for fans?
It's my initial.
Which one do you do for fans when they're like, "Can you sign this for me?" What do you do?
It's all the same now, man. I got lazy.
Oh, autographs is completely different for me.
Oh,
But then at the supermarket or fucking at a restaurant, it's just a sperm.
So why get an?
I just do a sperm.
that's
I'm
gonna
so
that's gonna
disappointed in you.
confuse the verifiers of the future when
Well,
your
they'll
merch is
know
worth
that.
millions.
So why get a Bart Kwan autograph? Why? Why bother?
Because it's a special one. It's a special one.
It's not a fake signature. It's still his signature. It's just for fans.
I still did it.
Technically.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
But they don't get the sperm that the supermarket gets.
Okay, haven't you guys ever heard of stories where like when one of the parents dies or something like that, the other parent ends up like leaving the child because like every single time I see you, you know what I mean?
That's a shitty fucking parent.
But you have heard of shit like that.
When the parents have a bad like breakup, like this one did this one dirty, then they'll see it and it's like I don't like you. They resent their kid.
It's not. It's resentment usually versus.
I've never really heard of like You act like your mom right now. Like you act like your mom died of cancer. I never heard of that.
Yeah.
When you put it like that.
It's usually like, oh, you fucking mom cheated on me or whatever.
I've heard stories of like where a parent two parents have lost their child, and then the parents have split because of that.
I heard that too.
Like I've heard that. I think that's a lot more common.
Yeah, that is different. Yeah.
I like Bart's one the best.
Yeah, Bart's is the better.
God, you're just like your mom that has cancer that passed away last year.
Your kid gets cancer, you get pissed off at them.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
That's pretty rough, dude.
That's very rough.
It's high in divorce families, though, I heard. Because they see their ex's face in the kid.
Oh yeah.
And then so they treat the kid all fucked up. And I'm like, damn, dude. I don't know. I don't have no kids, so I can't judge. But right now, you're a piece of shit parent, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
dude, I never got the thing where people would be like, you know, if my daughter starts dating, like I'm gonna be pissed. I'm like, who gives a shit? And then I was like, once I fell in love and like Nikki's my one, I was like, dude, if I have a kid and she looks like Nikki, like when I met Nikki, like fucking, and then some guy's going after my chick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck, let's go, bitch. But now I get the sentiment. I didn't get it before.
Dude, I feel bad if you guys have a daughter, and the boyfriend comes to meet you. You're gonna fucking give him hell, dude. I think
Especially if it looks exactly like Joe.
I'm gonna make out with him.
With who, Steve? Wait, with who?
Get acquainted.
No,
method
like my daughter's boyfriend.
He did say he was gonna blow your fucking mind.
to find out if he's gay.
Nah. So he knows what kind of family he's getting himself involved in.
prove your dominance, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Jitsukawa.
There it is. There it is.